What is organization design? My name is Mary Daly, and I want to share a way of thinking about org design and doing org design in an easier way. Organization design is really this. It's a process for lining up your resourcing with your company's strategy, goals, and objectives. Given where your organization wants to go, what's the resourcing that's going to enable you to get there? The easiest way to create that alignment is to start with this question. Given where we want to go, what's the nature of the work we need to get done? This question starts upstream. We're not leaping yet to thinking about jobs, titles, reporting relationships. And starting at this work level enables us to do two things. We can think more expansively about the implications of the new or the changing strategy, and we can think more nimbly about whether that work needs to be done inside or outside the company, whether it's short-term or long-term, and whether it's a one-time need or an ongoing need. By thinking through the work to be done, it's much easier to derive the best approach to refining our structure and roles and the skills and the expertise of the individuals that we need to fill those roles. There are many leaders with bad memories or even scars from prior org design efforts. How do we make org design easier? First, know that it's iterative. Our world is moving fast. We won't get it right, and we won't get it done. The best approach to building an adaptive organization is to bring an adaptive mindset to the org design process. I used an easier button instead of an easy button because easy would be misleading. Organizations are complex with loads of dimensions to manage. Org design, it requires strategic thinking and care. It's the primary lever you have for managing your workforce. We can make it easier by thinking in an iterative way. What's another way of making org design easier? Calibrating. Calibrating is another adaptive thinking mindset, and it builds on the spirit of iteration. When you start out on an org design project, clarity is usually low, or said another way, uncertainty is very high. At the beginning, it's hard to see the end game or what it's going to take to get there. It's hard to know where to invest your time, your energy, and your money. How long does a big and complex project take? Well, it takes a lot longer when you start out thinking it's a big and complex project. When you can't see the long distance future, it can feel pretty messy at the beginning. Calibrating your investments means that you'll invest or you'll build only when you have sufficient clarity that it's the right thing to do. Big and complex problems, those are easiest to resolve when you address them in smaller, manageable pieces. You might start with some light diagnostics for your whole organization. In the spirit of going fast and learning, you want to see where your org review priorities are so you get the most value quickly. Rather than taking on a large-scale, full org-wide review, maybe you focus on one or two high-priority functions and you calibrate. You calibrate how much time and energy you spend. You create some small experiments, and those experiments yield enough information and enough clarity that you can make confident decisions on how to structure and how to resource. I started out with a pretty straight up definition of org design. It's the process for lining up your resources with your company strategy, goals, and objectives. And by first identifying the implications of the strategy on the work to be done, you'll be able to think more flexibly and openly about the resourcing strategy that's going to serve your organization best. What's the best way for leaders to build an organization that can thrive in a world of rapid and unpredictable change and when you can't see the future clearly? By building that ability to see and respond to change into the way the organization is structured and resourced and how you get work done. A long, slow org design process will never do in our VUCA world. By applying adaptive thinking principles to the org design process itself, leaders can grow organizational resilience and bring a continuous learning culture into the organization. In the spirit of lean, or at least brevity, I've only touched on the first two elements of my adaptive thinking toolkit. Liberate and Collaborate. Those are two additional techniques that can be woven into org design thinking, enabling you to harness the skills from all layers of your organization, bringing transformational ideas to life for your future organization. Thank you for watching this short video. If you'd like to talk about how to start now, wherever you are, to build towards your future, you can reach me through LinkedIn, my website, or through email.